If you are already comfortable with Echo, here's a super fast video on how to add a rubric. Go ahead and get into your course. Go ahead and add an assessment. And we'll call this rubric for project presentation. Hopefully when you do this, you've already have your ideas of how you want to grade in mind. Questions, add a question, change this to essay, and then you can actually group it in several different ways if you wanted to, but I like to just make it one big rubric. You can add a question here and then add another question that's also an essay question and have a separate rubric for each if you'd like to, but that doesn't make much sense to me, so let's just do like this. And then we'll call this project presentation rubric. Then click over here, and this is how you add your rubric. Now your levels are your levels of achievement. So this is below, this is meets expectation, and this is above expectation. And then your criteria are what you're grading. So let's say this is prep. We'll make another one that is content. We'll make a third part here that is the actual presentation. Now you can adjust all these things. Let's say the prep is only worth 20 points, and then you can make more adjustments. Say the below really should be like 10 and below. That's failing. And then the meets expectation should go up to maybe 17. And then our content, that's a big part of it. Let's make our content 40. So again, the below, I think you should do at least halfway. And then I would say this is about 35. So that way to get that A, you're going that extra few points really gets you that A. So we've got 10, 20, 40, and then I would make the presentation 40 as well. So now you've got 100 total points. And you can adjust these as needed. Save. Something you need to do that's important is you have to go to the gradebook and put the amount of points in here. So I think it was 100 points, so we're good to go on that. Score cannot be dropped. Save. Click Save. There we go. And now your rubric is added to that assessment. So if I want to grade that, I go into my course and click Gradebook, Activities. Scroll down to that activity. It was called Rubric for Project Presentation. Click that. There's my submission. Click on Student Demo, and then here is the rubric. You can either just click it, and that'll assign points, or you can get to the zone you want to be in and then adjust the points. So let's say he got a 27 on this, and then meets expectation over here, but it was really high, so leave it at 26. And this was above expectation, but it wasn't perfect, so let's make it an 18. So there's your total 71 out of 100. And then you can add feedback. Here is some feedback. And then go ahead and submit score. All done.